YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be part of the bags I got before YouTube series, and I actually have a double unbagging for you. Two of those bags that I purchased before my YouTube channel even began. And I'm doing this series just as a reminder so that you can see a little bit more specialized information about some of those bags that I got before I started my channel. And in this case, these two bags are the same style. Now, this one is a dust bag that's a little bit too small, but I just wanted to bag them up for the reveal purposes, and then we'll get into the bags themselves. And since they are the same style and I have two of them in my collection, I figured it would be easier just to put them together. And I also have some comparisons I want to do between the two. So without further ado, let's get into these unbaggings. Let's start with this one because the bag's too small. I would guess this was the dust bag for another Saint Laurent bag in my collection that I got before YouTube. And that's a completely different style. I only have one of those. And so I'll be doing that one too at some point. I kind of took a break from these unbaggings and unboxings of the bags before YouTube because I had a whole lot of content from Chicago to deliver, but now I'm sort of getting back in the swing of things. And then of course I got sick too, but let's go ahead and reveal the bag. Woohoo! Okay, so this is the Saint Laurent Lou camera bag. And I don't think they always call it a camera bag on the website. I think sometimes they call it the Lou shoulder bag, if I remember correctly. I may be wrong on that, but anyway, this bag, whenever I bought it, was a really good deal. And they have went up in price. I think that they're over $1,500 now. But I want to say when I got it, these were around $1,100, and I got such a good deal on this one. It was well below that. A while back, Saint Laurent was included in some of the department store promotions, and of course, then you could get Rakuten on top of that. And that is coming back. There are a lot of department store salespeople now that are on Instagram, and they are posting all of these amazing sales that are going on brands like Saint Laurent and Bottega Veneta and Gucci and Prada. I mean, most all of the big name brands except for Louis Vuitton are included. Well, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and Hermes are not included, but most of the other brands are, and Saint Laurent is one of them. And I've seen fabulous deals straight from the department store on things like the small Lulu for a price of around $2,000, which is the same as the outlet pricing was. But what is available at the department stores is like the black with the silver, just like this. Now, you'll notice that the silver on this bag is sort of an antiqued finish. I have silver on other bags in my Saint Laurent collection that is supposedly antiqued, but it has less of a blackened look than this one does. I think they blacken this one maybe a little more because it is a camera style and it's definitely more casual than like a flap style bag with a chain, convertible chain on the top. Now, these bags come with a tassel, as you can see here. I usually keep the tassel detached and lay next to the bag because I don't want it to flare out. So you'll notice my tassel is really nice. And I also put the tassel on a little ring. This is like a little O spring ring. Whenever you get the bag, and the way that Saint Laurent shows it on the website, it is attached to the strap, which is not detachable. And then it just sort of floats from side to side, and I don't like that. I like it to be attached to the bag. So that's why I did mine this way. Okay, so I had some structure loss with this bag, and if you'll notice, I just unzipped it, but the structure is fantastic on it now. And I've accomplished that doing two things. I have M Boutique Australia base shaper in here. And then I also have a 2mm Zumani insert. The other unboxing I'm going to show you has a 1.2 Zumani insert, a 1.2mm Zumani insert, because that bag, I didn't feel like it needed as much structure. And I kind of wanted to see the difference between the two widths on the same bag. So they went ahead and sent me one for each of my Lou camera bags, but in different widths, so we could check out the difference. So let's go ahead and look inside. I did an experiment. So I have a Fendi Peekaboo set of inserts from Boutique Australia, and that's what this is. I traded my Fendi Peekaboo into Rebag before the whole drama with Rebag has come out recently, and I don't think I'm going to send them any more trades because I'm just worried about my items getting lost. But when I sent my Fendi Peekaboo to them, I didn't send the insert. So Boutique and I are working on a project because I took this and I put it along the top for storage purposes, and this bag was really doming up at the top. You can see when I took it out and unzipped it, it's doming up some. That's the major complaint about these bags, is that they dome up, but the amount that it is doming up at the top is so much less since I've stored it with this kind of on the top of the bag. And the Fendi Peekaboo insert is, I think it's 1 centimeter wider than the one that's in the bottom of this bag, which sort of spreads it out and flattens it at the top. So I think that they're going to do some sort of offering on their website, and I don't think it's up yet, where they sell a set so that you can store your bag and keep it in nice shape whenever it's in storage, and buy the set together. But we'll see on that. Boutique is working with me, and they're sending me a few of their base shapers for bags where I don't have them yet, which isn't many because I have their base shapers in most all of my bags. And so whenever that happens, that may be when the sets for the Luke Hammer bags come out. Trust me, I'll keep you updated. So to store these, I fold the straps inside. And so they do get just a little bit wonky, but they are so soft that as soon as you start wearing it, they smooth out. And I always make sure to put the keeper way down towards the end so that it doesn't curl outwards. With the Luke Hammer bags, I have had an issue with cracking on the glazing right here. And I did repair it myself on the black one, but I will show you here in a minute. I couldn't really repair it on my other color. And so I have a repair video that I can put down in the description box where I actually got that one repaired. So this is the one that had the most structure loss. I think I've used it more, at least recently. And as you'll see, I have a 2mm Zumani insert. It's awesome because it adds 2 pockets on one side and then 1 on the other. These are made so well. That's why I like Zumani so much. You can see there's double stitching at the top to reinforce the top edge of the bag. And the pocket configuration is really nice. Of course, they always come with this little card holder or lip gloss holder or whatever, which allows you to keep a couple of items a little bit tighter in one of the side pockets. Not that one. Like here, it would keep your items just a little tighter, or of course you could also just slip it in the center if you had a whole bunch of items in there. I'm shaking a bit because I think I've had too much caffeine today. So here's the bag without the insert. It has the base shaper in it, so I'm not smashing it. Here's the bag without the base shaper or anything. You can see that. So now I'm going to put the base shaper back in. I do have a discount code. I think it's for 12% off with Boutique Australia. I'll put the code right here. And then I have a discount code for Zumani, and I think it's for 20% off. I'll put the discount code right here. But I just put the base shaper back in, and you can see how much of a difference that made just by itself. But I still have a whole lot of squishy up here. And it's all personal preference, how much structure you want your bag to have. And some people don't like putting inserts in their bags because they take up space. But for me, the space that they take up is actually completely mitigated because I do use less card holders and small bags, and I use the slip pockets and then that little pouch that they provide. So let's just look at what the organizer does for this bag structure once I stick it in. This is the 2mm. So there it is, all zipped up. You can see it just kind of puffs it out a little more, and I think it just looks fabulous. So let's get into the second of the double unbagging. Once again, it is a beautiful Luke Hammer bag, much like you anticipated, but instead of black, this color is called Dusty Gray. And I have seen this color at the outlets. You can call the St. Laurent outlets and they do ship, and they had this color in several different styles, including the small puffer, as well as the small mixed envelope, among others, if I remember correctly. But this is such a gorgeous shade of taupe. It's called Dusty Gray, but I consider it taupe. And you can see with my light gray sweater that it does look very taupey. And once again, I do have the tassel attached to the side with this little O-ring. And when I store them on my shelf, I just take that off and lay it because I don't want to have it like get all deformed by draping incorrectly. Once again, I've got the peekaboo thing on top. And again, more to follow on that within the next week or two. I think they'll have some sort of set where you could buy them together, but if they don't, you could probably just message them and ask them if you could buy half of one of the Fenty Peekaboo insert sets, because that seems like it would be kind of an easy fix before they roll out a set or something for storing this bag appropriately, in addition to being able to wear it appropriately. So I've got that top bit out. Let's pull out the strap. There we go. Looks like I might have this strap set just a little differently because the tail part isn't coming out quite as far. And this bag does have the 1.2 millimeter thickness in it. And you can see that on this side, it's not laying completely flat, but that would go away if you put items in the middle. So let's pull it out. So I like to buy the 1.2 millimeter thickness of the Zoomani inserts whenever I want the bag to still be really squishy. I use them more as a liner and pockets, and you can see the difference here. If you want structure, it's definitely better to go with the 2 millimeter than the 1.2. But if you're just looking for something to kind of line your bag, then this is the way to go. You can see in the bottom, I've got a pretty champagne gold colored base shaper, and there she is, all emptied out. The leather on these bags, sorry, I cut my finger yesterday when I was doing my nails, but the leather on these bags is absolutely scrumptious. I've had it for more than 4 years, I think, and they still smell amazing. I mean, and they just feel so good. These are great bags whenever you want to go to like an amusement park or to a ball game, because they are flat and lay so nicely up against your body. And the strap, while it's not detachable, is extremely comfortable. So I really, really love them. The only wear and tear I've had on mine in 4 years is really just the glazing right here. And again, I did send this into St. Laurent to fix it. They did not match the color perfectly, but it is fixed now, and they didn't charge me anything. They were going to charge me for it, but then they didn't. And all I had to do was prove that I bought it from either them or a department store, like an authorized retailer. I couldn't get that service if I bought it from an individual, because they only do it if you buy it, I guess, not on the resale website. They won't repair their items like many of the other companies will if you buy them pre-loved. So that's something to think about when you buy St. Laurent on the resale market, is that aftercare from St. Laurent probably is not going to be available unless something changes. But this dusty gray color is just fabulous. Again, squishy, squishy. Gonna put the base shaper in. Now this one has less of that doming effect on the top than the black one does, but I think it's just because I do gravitate towards the black color a little more when I'm wearing it to like a sports event, for the same reasons I use my Coach camera bag the most out of the Coach camera bags that I have. And there it is with the organizer inside. When you put them up against each other, that's when you can really see that this one has domed up at the top compared to the dusty gray one. And that is really the major drawback of these bags, and also that they crack at this little junction right there. But other than that, I don't have any complaints. They are super comfortable. The leather feels amazing. They hold everything I need. And what else can I say? I don't know. They're great bags. Let me go ahead and try it on for you real quick. So as you can see, I've got the taupe one set just a little bit lower than the black, but they do just rest up against the body so nicely. And with the tassel on like this, it's just so easy just to pop it off if you don't want that tassel flopping around, which honestly I don't a lot of times. I just want to take it off. So there you go. And I mean, you could wear this also on the shoulder like this, but it is a pretty long shoulder bag. And I want to say, let me look. This is set on the very shortest setting. So you can have St. Laurent add extra holes. And if you do that, then you could probably shorten it another, I would say at least 3 or 4 inches, which would give you a lot more versatility because it would bring the bag up here if you were shorter. I don't think that anybody is going to need the bag to be made longer because it goes really, really low if you extend it all the way. So there you go. My 2 Saint Laurent camera bags unbagged for you for the first time on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. Is the @ then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.